All things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. In other words, just because it's legal does not mean it's moral. Just because it's legal does not mean it's moral. And let's face it, our government or any other government in the country, they are not our litmus test for morality. We don't compare whether or not we're living holy lives by the laws that are dictated by the country that we live in. Whether here, the UK, Australia, it doesn't matter. They are not our filter of holiness. This is. And so before we even get to the laws, we have to first address this. And go, okay, God, before I even find out if it's legal or what, doesn't even matter, because if it's not moral in your sight, then I don't need to do it. And so I'm going to filter my choices. I'm going to filter my ideas. I'm going to filter my perspectives for this. Why? Because before you are a citizen of any country, you are a citizen of heaven. And as a citizen of heaven, you now are obligated to fulfill the laws of the kingdom in which you reside. And when we say we are going to ask heaven to come to earth, it means we are taking the principles, the morals, the commands, the instructions of the kingdom of God, and we say we're going to filter everything through this first, and this is going to be the standard by which we live. It might be lawful, it might be legal, but it may still be immoral. And here's an example. If South Carolina all of a sudden said, hey, we're going to remove all speed limit restrictions from neighborhoods, and you can go up to 120 miles an hour through residential neighborhoods. I got a kid that likes to play outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put out a spike strip or something. You try to drive through my neighborhood like that. Like, it's going to go down, because there's no way I'm going to let you drive like that in my neighborhood. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. And so we find in our society that sometimes, come on, if we're real, sometimes we battle some of this Corinthian mindset, don't we? Yeah, but the government says it's okay. Doesn't matter what the government says. The government's not your litmus test for morality. I'm not going to let the government co-parent my child. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, hey, this, my daughter, is what you should follow first and foremost.